Tuna Business News now with Nona.
I'm here.
Hi, Nona. Pay television operator Sky Television Network, Sky TV, has reported a hefty annual loss after slashing the value of its business. Gosh, they're having a tough old run, aren't they?
Yeah, but this was a paper write-off, so it's not really cash. They haven't lost actually any cash. They've just sort of written down the value of some of their business to the tune of, I think, $360 million. It's quite a lot, but this is a company that's been in decline for a while. Subscriber numbers are down, revenue's down, profit is down. But you know what? The net profit really actually wasn't so bad when you've stripped out all these one-time things. The company's performance is what you'd expect, and even though the revenue numbers were lower than expectation, the market reaction wasn't too harsh. But look, John Follett, who's Sky's chief executive, he's been sort of saying for a while, look, there's a lot of doomsayers out there. And he had a media conference this morning to get ahead of this, I guess, bad news. And we have a little bit of what he had to say. He was with his chief financial officer, Jason Hollingworth.
I think the issue on, the net income and the cash flow and I think the impact of the of individual content deals gets way overrated.
And with that obviously large drop in NPAT, obviously not the underlying, but in the NPAT from that impairment of goodwill, Are you concerned about the reputational damage of that?
And that's why we invited you in to help clear that.
Because we didn't want to read about, we've just lost 240 million. No, we haven't. It's not even cash, it's nothing. It's an adjustment on a balance sheet. It's literally a journal entry. But it is a funny number when you look at it. You go, does that mean it's the end of Sky? It's nothing like that. Actual numbers, the real numbers, the cash flow is up.
So that John Follett sounded like Jason Hollingworth as well.
Yeah, that's right. The chief financial officer was also there.
Both there.
And it was Madison Reedy, our business reporter, chatting to them this morning. So, look, it's a company in flux. I mean, John Follett's going to be retiring. Who knows who's going to be taking over? But certainly the company's been in steady hands for a long time. If they can't weather this storm, it's the way it is with the media businesses generally. You saw that with NZME earlier in the week, and it's generally across the board.
Kiwibank, good profit, Nona.
Yeah, actually, Kiwibank, yes. Well, they did make a good profit, but that's because the year before they took quite a hit on their technology. Now, that's an issue that still hasn't quite gone away. There's some things going on behind the boardroom door with a couple of the new shareholders, that's ACC and Superfund, challenging NZ Post, still the main stakeholder in Kiwibank, about the costs that they took on when they bought into the bank. So they're concerned about the tech stocks, the technology investments there and how that worked out. We don't know what's happening there, and I don't know that we're going to find out. No. Meanwhile, the company made a profit of $122 million. That's quite a good profit. Of course, it was against that big write-down the year earlier. The underlying profit was up 3%, so not as much as double what they made the year before. Now, look, that profit, some of it was portioned back to NZ Post, which helped them a little bit because as a big shareholder, they were able to offset some of their considerable losses. New Zealand Post.
The mail business, the dear old New Zealand Post mail business.
Yeah, that's right.
Wow.
And their costs have gone up with their growth in parcel business. So without the parcel business, they would have been in pretty bad shape. Overall, though, they made a net profit of $13 million, and that reflected their gain from Kiwibank. So
markets.
The markets, well, look, we rose 0.2% by 20 points to close at 9,160, and our dollar is trading at 66.4 US cents, 91.2 Australian, and 51.8 pence, and that's been helped by some settling over in Australia with their new Prime Minister coming on board.
Right. So not a strong reaction in Australia to that.
Well, there had been, but now it's been settled.
Nona Peltier, thank you very much indeed. Have a great weekend, Nona.